Indonesia's exports broke records. How did they command premium prices? This wasn't a fluke. Indonesia defied the developing world norm, lower volume, yet higher revenue, a contradiction that puzzled economists. Key sectors drove the shift: palm oil, coffee, and textiles. Global buyers willingly paid more for Indonesian products. Why? The psychological shift was profound. Indonesia moved from cheap labor to quality source in the minds of international buyers. Government policies enabled this transformation. Strategic investments in branding and certification created a new narrative. Consider Kopi Luwak, the world's most expensive coffee, reaching hundreds of dollars per pound. A case study in premium pricing. Branding and certification played crucial roles. Fair trade and organic labels opened doors to premium markets. Media coverage amplified the premium narrative. International articles praised Indonesia's quality revolution. But not everyone was convinced. Economists and trade experts expressed skepticism. Could this premium strategy be sustained? The numbers spoke loudly. Export value soared even as volume dipped, a paradox that demanded explanation. Indonesia had cracked a code: premium pricing for developing nations, but how did they achieve this against all odds? The answer lies in a hidden history of struggle, innovation, and a masterstroke that changed everything. This is Indonesia's export secret. After independence, Indonesia inherited a colonial economy built on exporting raw commodities like rubber and coffee. For decades, the nation was trapped in a low-value cycle, selling cheap to the world. Throughout the 1970s to 1990s, Indonesia remained stuck in the commodity trap. It exported raw materials while other nations processed and profited. The country was known for volume, not value. Then came 1998. The Asian financial crisis hit Indonesia hard. The rupee collapsed, businesses failed, and millions lost jobs. But in that chaos, a seed of change was planted. Desperation forced farmers to innovate. With commodity prices in freefall, they had to find a way to earn more from less. They began experimenting with quality and processing. Smallholder farmers became early adopters of specialty crops. They started growing organic coffee, fine cacao, and unique spices. These were products that could command higher prices. The government stepped in with investment in research and development. Agricultural institutes began studying soil, climate, and plant genetics. They aimed to boost quality, not just quantity. Non-governmental organizations played a crucial role. They introduced sustainable farming practices and connected farmers with global markets. They taught the value of certification. We upload videos like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Television. The first success stories emerged from organic coffee cooperatives in Aceh and Flores. Farmers banded together. They produced high-quality beans that attracted buyers from Europe and Japan. Certification schemes like Rainforest Alliance and UTZ opened doors. These labels assured buyers of ethical and environmental standards. Indonesian products gained access to premium shelves worldwide. A slow shift began from a volume mindset to a value mindset. Farmers realized that selling less but at a higher price could be more profitable. It was a psychological transformation. Cultural factors played a part. The tradition of gotong royong, or mutual cooperation, help communities enforce quality control. They work together to ensure every bean met high standards. But not everyone embraced the change. Traditional exporters resisted. They were comfortable with the old model of bulk sales. They feared that focusing on quality would lose volume. Despite resistance, the pioneers persisted. They proved that premium pricing was possible. Their success laid the groundwork for a national export strategy centered on quality. The hidden beginnings were humble. From crisis came creativity. From poverty came premium. Indonesia's export secret was not born in a boardroom, but in the fields of determined farmers. Indonesia made a bold pivot. Instead of competing on volume, they targeted niche high-end markets. This was the masterstroke that changed everything. They leveraged unique geography. Volcanic soil and rich biodiversity gave Indonesian products a distinct edge. No other country could replicate this. Exclusivity became a weapon. Limited edition products like aged coffee commanded astronomical prices. Scarcity drove demand through the roof. Storytelling transformed commodities into legends. Each product had an origin story. Buyers weren't just purchasing goods, they were buying a narrative. Direct relationships with international buyers eliminated middlemen. Farmers gained bargaining power. Trust was built face-to-face across continents. Blockchain technology ensured traceability. Every bean could be tracked from farm to cup. This transparency justified the premium price tag. The government launched the Indonesia Premium brand campaign. It unified the country's high-end exports under one powerful identity. The world took notice. Global chefs and influencers became unexpected allies. They showcased Indonesian ingredients in their creation. Suddenly, these products were must-haves. World trade fairs became stages for premium positioning. Indonesian booths were designed to exude luxury. They didn't just sell products, they sold an experience. Pricing psychology played a key role. By anchoring high prices, They signaled superior quality, consumers perceived value in the cost itself. Consider a small spice island that became a luxury vanilla source through meticulous curing and storytelling. Their vanilla rivaled Tahiti's prices soared. The multiplier effect lifted entire communities. Higher prices meant better wages, schools, and clinics sprouted in once impoverished regions. AI is changing everything fast. Don't get left behind. Discover the latest AI business ideas before they go viral at Horizon Radar, link in description. But this masterstroke wasn't without risks. Premium markets are fickle. A single recession could unravel years of progress. The foundation was fragile. Yet, for a moment, Indonesia had cracked the code. They proved that a developing nation could command premium prices. The world was watching. The pursuit of premium pricing came with a devastating hidden cost for the land and its fragile ecosystems. As demand for high-grade crops surged, environmental degradation became an unavoidable consequence of this new economic reality. Over-reliance on a few high-value products created an extreme vulnerability for the entire Indonesian export economy. When the global recession hit, the demand for these luxury goods evaporated almost overnight, exposing deep systemic flaws. Competition intensified as other nations rapidly adopted similar premium strategies, destabilizing established market positions. Internal challenges emerged as corruption seeped into the certification processes meant to guarantee quality and fairness. The collapse of a premium coffee cooperative revealed a stark social inequality where benefits failed to reach the smallholder farmers. The paradox of success emerged. High premium pricing ironically attracted widespread counterfeiters seeking to exploit the perceived luxury. Lessons learned demanded a complete shift towards diversification to build genuine resilience against future market shocks. Current efforts struggle to balance maintaining premium standards while simultaneously meeting the demands of mass market exports. The ultimate question remains whether this premium trajectory leads to sustainable prosperity or merely a temporary economic bubble. The future hinges on establishing truly sustainable premium practices rather than chasing ephemeral market valuations. Hi everyone. Quick reminder, subscribe for high quality daily content. Sparkle's last chance. Subscribe now before we launch our new series. Unlocked.